Some residents of an informal settlement in Boksburg say illegal miners threaten their lives daily. A gas leak in the area last week led to the deaths of 17 people, including a child. It's understood illegal miners opened a gas cylinder of nitrate oxide. The DA is expected to visit some of the victims' families. Let's go to eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu, who is in the area, just to get more of the developments there. Manqoba, any updates on how the community members there have been treated? Any government officials come there to visit them ever since last week's tragedy?
Well, not according to the families that we've spoken to. In fact, they say that the last that they heard from some of the government officials was last week. Of course, you recall that the Gauteng Premier was here. He spoke to residents, denouncing the issue of illegal mining in this community. But the residents are saying that they haven't seen much of government coming to this area. And one of the biggest problems that are facing families now is around the burials of their loved ones. You'll understand, Masiko, that many of those that perished in this particular incident were not from the country. In fact, we understand that 14 were from Mozambique and about 4 others were, in fact, 3 others were from Zimbabwe. It was only one South African that died in this incident. And in fact, just a short while ago, the family of that 51-year-old man was here, accompanied by a hearse, taking his body back home to Limpopo for burial. And they had made their way here to this settlement where he had lived, to pass and to perform some rituals that they needed to perform as a family. But what many of the families are telling us, Masiko, here, especially those from outside the country, is that they are struggling as far as burying their loved ones is concerned. They are saying that they have no ways and means and even financial means to transport their loved ones back to their home countries. In fact, we spoke to some of the families that lost more than one family member that told us that they are struggling as far as the repatriation of the bodies is concerned. But I've got one of the family members here just to speak to us, Fernando Kiwora. His family lost 6 of their family members. Babu Fernando, I spoke to you on Friday, and of course you were still quite devastated. Ukuthi nilahlekelwe abantu about 6 ekhaya kini. Sinjani isimo manje?
Yeah, abantu balahlekile vela i6 wabantu. Manje izolo sihambile ePlastage kufuneka siya i-job bag ku-government yaseMozambique. Bazokhona ukuthi bayisiza ukuthi bazenza kanjani. Mara imphendulo khona asisingangawuthola. Ubhuti wami namhlanje uhambile khona le i-job bag ku-government yaseMozambique. Imphendulo khona asingayithola ukuthi kuzohamba kanjani.
So bonke abantu abashonile bavele eMozambique ekhaya kwena?
Yeah, laba bashonile la ngihlala khona mina babuya eMozambique bonke. So next door abanye babuya eZimbabwe.
So ke manje kuthiwani ngendaba yokuthi bahambe baye ekhaya? Niyalithola usizo kuyona i-embassy noma khulumeni khona onisizayo noma ukhuluma nani?
Umuntu wa government. Yeah, ukhona ufikile ashiya inamba yakhe laphana athi lokusibuya i-job bag kufuneka simtshela ukuthi sitholile ukuthi kwenzekelani khona le job bag.
So ke kukhona ukuthembisayo ukuthi mhlawumbe nizokwazi ukuthola usizo lokuthi nihambise abantu ekhaya?
Asazi iphendula maybe izothola nyamhlanje ukuthi kuzoyenzakelana, asazi asisengawuthola vela iphendula yakho ukuthi izohambisa ngani.
So as far as ama-costs are concerned, Bhuti, what are they telling you ukuthi ama-undertakers athini kunina ngokuhambisa abantu benu?
Bobani
Ama-undertaker athini kunina?
lava babuyi lapha.
Ama-undertaker ya bathi kuzobiza malini? Bathi kuzobiza malini ukubuyisa abantu ekhaya?
Bathi umuntu wa-1 bafuna 10,000 ukuthi imoshari bahambisa yonke into. Mara imoshari le ya government, imoshari le yabantu. Yithi funa 10,000 ukuthi yibahambise bathengela amabhokisi yonke into. Sisafuna ukukhuluma ne-government ukuthi yona izoyisiza ngani, izokhona ukuyisiza ngamabhokisi or izoyisiza ngani, anyazi.
Niyakwazi nini uku-afforda ukuba ukhokha leyo mali?
Ngeke sikhona thina ngemali. Wona mina ngishonelwe nge-3 wabantu kufuneka 30,000. Mina ngisebenzi kahle, ngenza ama-piece job. Ubaba wami usekhaya.
Alright, Baba. So, njengamanje ke nisalinde usizo baba.
Yes, salinde ukuthi maybe bazosiphendula i-government khona izobona iplan ukuthi sizoyenza kanjani.
Okay. All right. Now, thank you for speaking to us. That was Fernando Chiwure, who's one of the affected family members, saying that it's quite difficult. They haven't been able to even start preparations for funerals because they have not been able to move or transport the bodies of their loved ones back to Mozambique. He says that there was an official that had come last week saying that they will be in contact with the families, but at this particular point, they're not sure what's happening. He's since spoken to undertakers that have told him that it will cost around about 10,000 rand for each body to be transported back to Mozambique. So they are in talks with the embassy and the Mozambican government to see if they also will be able to help. But what he says is that they can't afford to pay that amount of money that is needed. He himself has to pay about 30,000 rand just for the three family members, his immediate three family members, and he says that he's unemployed and he would not be able to pay that amount of money. But we do know that the government is also in talks with the embassy of Mozambique as well as Zimbabwe to try and see if they can assist with repatriations. The DA was here earlier on, the leader of the DA in Gauteng, Solim Simanga, saying that they are also going to be writing a letter to the embassies to ask how they will be assisting these families, and also to the provincial government as well as national government as far as assisting these families is concerned. But Maseko, many of them are still quite devastated. There is one person that we are told is still in hospital, and this is a person from the very family, the Chiure family, that is still in hospital, that has not been discharged, and they're not sure whether that relative is going to make it out alive of the hospital due to the condition that they are in. So many families now facing the uphill battle of trying to bury their loved ones. They say it's not easy, they don't have the financial means, and they're of course looking for help as far as that is concerned.
All right, Manqoba Mchunu live for us there in Boksburg. Let's leave it there for now.